Healing, self-care,
mental health,
Black, joy,
women.
real Black girl shit. To be whole is to be healed. Black girl joy, healing journey. Black woman be whole. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Black Woman Be Whole podcast. We're your hosts, Kim, Marquia, and Ednesha, and we are Black women working on being whole. What's up, ladies? What's up?
What's up? What's
Hey,
up?
girl. Trying to
Y'all
make
hear
it.
me? I sound a little cold-esque. Got a little viral infection. It's not COVID. It's not RSV. It's not strep. And it's not the flu. But do I feel like shit?
It was shingles.
Okay, Kim likes to make up shit for me, and I am not accepting any of it. Okay? First, she wants me to have a disability because of my bad knee. Now she's telling me I got shingles. Listen, I rebuke her in the name of Jesus Christ.
I just want to know what they say when it come back. When it come back, let me know what they say. That's all.
She says I have a viral infection.
Okay.
Isn't shingles a viral infection as well?
Yes, it is.
You know what? She did not say shingles, okay? I am feeling better, just a little phlegm. You know, I keep the Vicks on my chest at night. I put my Vicks on my feet and my socks on.
All
you
right.
know?
I hear you. Godspeed to your recovery. Why you
Thank
sounding like
you.
Whoopi just now? Thank God I'm here. You was giving me color purple.
I've been fighting all my life. I had to fight.
Okay.
I'm fighting again.
Continue the good fight. So we are on episode 4 for season 4, and it's entitled It's Juneteenth, y'all. We talking about Juneteenth. This season, right, we're exploring themes of connection and reconnection, so Juneteenth fits right in there, and the various topics we'll be covering will fall under one of these categories. So want to make a plug?
Plug. Yeah, that's what I said.
If you attended one of our virtual happy hours on the third Thursday of the month, the next one is Thursday, June 20th, the day after Juneteenth at 7 p.m. So come and do your gathering and you're connecting with Black Woman Be Whole. We got something for y'all too. We're not going to let it go. Come through. Check the link tree on our social media and grab a spot. We'll be talking about connecting. What's up? What's up? So before we get into that, you know what time it is? Question time. Ow, 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 ow.
Question time.
Hey. So the first question is, what's something you're struggling with that you think others could relate to?
Okay. So what I'm struggling with right now is how to have hard conversations with friends. I think because, of course, I'm a therapist and I've been in therapy consistently for like 10 years. People think it's just easy for me to have hard conversations with people. But just like it's hard for all of y'all, it can be difficult for me too. I have a really, really good friend, and she sent me a very passive-aggressive text. And I sent her text back and was like, hey, I hope that next time you can just let me know what you need or let me know what I did. And I would like for us not to communicate in this way because I love you and you're my sister. And that was about 6 weeks ago, y'all. And so we haven't really spoken. I can tell that things have changed. And I realized that in order to right the ship, I'm going to have to do it. And I think the struggle is that, like, you don't always want to be the one in a relationship that, you know, kind of throws the olive branch or has a hard conversation, broaches it, and tries to fix the relationship. And I feel like that has been my role in a lot of my relationships. And I think it's because I'm a therapist or I've been in therapy. So it's like, oh, you know, maybe they're just not as healthy as I am. I don't want to put it out there, but I will. If you're the healthy one in your relationship, that might be your role, and that can be difficult sometimes. And so I'm struggling with and have the conversation. And it's not because I don't want to. I just don't want to feel like I have to. I think that's really what it is. That's why I bring it up for the people out there who feel like you're the one who always has to. The pressure that can feel and just the burden that it can be on you. And so I don't really want the burden, but the relationship has been too long of a relationship and I love her too much to just let it go. Because I feel like if I don't say anything, I might not hear from her ass. So I'm going to just have to go ahead and make the call. I think a lot of us struggle with that. I hear that a lot in my therapy sessions. I just had one today, and that was a topic of conversation. So I'm pretty sure you guys struggle with that as well. So
Mm,
just wanted to throw that out there. That's what I'm struggling with right now.
mm. Okay. What about you, Marquia?
I would say in a similar vein, I think there's something to having to assert yourself in situations where people expect you to always be just the bigger person and just
Mm.
kind of eat it. And when you're like, hey, so fuck that. No, don't want to do that anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. And this is the line in the sand. It gets weird and people get weird. And my biggest suggestion, thought, takeaway, and I'm pretty okay with conflict and confrontation and being uncomfortable, but like sitting in it, because sometimes it does get to a point when you're like, damn, I feel bad or I feel this or that. But like, if your boundary is the thing, and it's the thing that's going to help you and make sure that people understand how to engage and move with you moving forward, then like sometimes you got to stand on it. You got to be 10 toes and just be like, listen,
You
this
standing on
does suck.
business.
But like, I said what I said, and I'm a big fan of that, but like also I said what I said, and my feelings count just as much as yours. And in my case, my shit, they're mine. So mine count a little bit more to me. And I'm doing
Yes,
my
ma'am.
best, right, to make sure that I'm considering you. But if that's not offered in a reciprocal way, then what are we doing? There's something to being okay with being uncomfortable, because if your goal is to always make everyone else comfortable, because you think about it, something probably happened and made you uncomfortable as well. And if people are just okay with you sitting there and stewing and being uncomfortable, and you're constantly contorting yourself to appease other people, at what point do you say, well, wait a minute now, where do I fit into this? Where do I matter? So, yeah.
Mm. I think everybody should take a conflict management resolution training or class or something
Come
because,
through.
woo,
Because people think because there's conflict or confrontation that it's like, oh my God. Like, it's like, no, like, we didn't agree. That means
And
that everyone's
sometimes it's
being
assumed conflict, right? It's
right.
not even real though.
Right. It's up and it's stuck. And I'm like, girl, like, what is the thing? Like, imagine you mad at me and I'm in my house baking cookies. Like, like, you think
that's
it's
like that Key and Peele fucking
right. The text
segment.
messages, like, yeah, like, okay. Like, it's just a lot.
Yes, that's why I don't text when I'm in
Right.
conflict because words get taken out of context. We're gonna have to talk. I need to see your body. I need to see your eyes.
Right.
I need a video call. I need to see something. Cause
All the things.
look, how you
Because is we
feeling right
beefing or
now?
not? Right. Like, what's up? Like, what's the energy? Let's talk about it.
Tell me more. Hmm. Whew, I am struggling with all my things. All the things of people not doing what they say they're going to do, jamming me up. I'm struggling with having taken on too much. And now the reality of those things is busting a bitch up, busting me upside my head every other day right now. I'm tired. So I think, I've gotten my fingers in a lot of plates. And,
Hmm.
Mm.
at the time that I put the finger in the plate, it was okay. But now all the other plates is like, we need you now. We need you now. We need all the fingers on deck. So, all the things are coming at me. And I'm traveling and, apartment renovation and family reunion, which I'll talk about later, and work and job and all the things. They're all like, hey, girl, hey, come on, let's go. And so I think I'm just struggling with navigating all my things, which are not going anywhere. And so how do I focus on something, get that resolved, and then move on to the next thing? Because I definitely can't focus on all of them at once, even though it feels like I need to, but I really know that I can't because I'm going to stretch myself too thin. So I'm struggling with all the things coming home to roost right
Mm.
now.
Mm.
Lord
They
Jesus.
need money, they need time, they need all the things. I said, damn, tired of this. So that money flying out that bank account, y'all. I can't even tell you. This shit
And
is
that's the worst
crazy.
when you just see it and you're like, oh, I had money. Oh.
I
I
mean,
had
it's
past
it's
tense.
it's fucking up some commas. Just let me just leave it at that, okay?
Right.
Fucking up some commas. Ugh. So, thank you for sharing. I hope others can relate to that. I'm sure they can, because child, Black women. saving the
Listen.
day, doing all the things. What's a recent news story that really impacted you and why?
Okay, so I actually did want to go back to an event that happened in real time, and I don't think I got to share it on this show, but it's a little key, and then I'll get back to your question. So on
Oh,
Memorial Day, I went to the dollar store to buy peroxide. I was doing laundry, and I just had to buy a little
Not the
peroxide for
dollar
a
store
little
going to buy
extra.
peroxide.
Listen, it
The
was
story is already
is it a
starting off
dollar
funny.
25?
right, but it was across from the laundromat.
Oh,
So I was like, hey, let me just grab this, just whatever. While I'm in the store, this white woman put her physical hands on me in the dollar store.
not in the dollar store. Listen, the people in the dollar store fight. I'm gonna just say that.
And
If you
I
said Target
understand
or
that.
something, I'd have been like, "Yo, did you smack
And
up?"
the thing is, like, again, fine, that's okay. But why are you touching me? There was a line. It was a long line. Of course, it's Memorial Day, right? Everybody and their mother at the store for the last minute thing that they forgot. Somebody got to get the plates, they got to get the cups, whatever. I understand all that. The lady opened on lane 3 and said, "Y'all come over here." I waited.
Mhm.
People wasn't moving.
You know how that get, baby.
Now, mind you, I
Shit.
waited. I
No.
waited and I looked and no one moved. Again, what did I buy? Peroxide. I'm not waiting in this 15-mile line long to buy the peroxide. So I head over. Now, mind you, how the lady said, "Excuse me, I was in line first. I would have moved out the way." But she pushed past me, put her hands on me, so I punched her back because why did you touch me?
Yo, MMA, baby.
Why did you touch me? And then I had to cuss her out in the line and was like, "I don't know why you putting your motherfucking hands on me, bitch, because you could have just said, 'Excuse me,' versus touching
Not
me."
your motherfucking hands on me, bitch.
Because why did you
Wow,
touch
we going
me?
in. What day of the week was this?
This was a Monday. I think it
A
was on the actual Memorial
Monday.
Day. It was on an actual holiday.
Mm.
Oh, bitch, why you fucking with me?
I'm just trying to do my laundry. Like, I was like, "Ooh, it looks like it's gonna be dead in there because it's a holiday and people want to get handsy." And shout out to the girl at the register because she was like, she took her time ringing the lady out because the lady kept being like, "I'm in a rush and I got things to do and I gotta get home."
Mm.
And ho.
Mm.
So the girl at the register was like, "See, I don't like all that." She was trying to do all that noise and that, but also it didn't nobody have my back though. Y'all was all on mute when the hoe touched me. But
Mm.
so that impacted me because I was assaulted in the dollar store.
Yes. Yeah. No, seriously.
But as far as news stories,
I'd have called 911 on her. I'd have
Oh, I
reversed
thought about
Karen.
I
it.
appreciate you using the right verbiage. You said assaulted. That's what the
Yes,
fuck happened. She assaulted you.
absolutely. And I had to defend myself because I'm just a girl trying to buy peroxide in the damn dollar store.
I'm trying to wash my drawers, bitch.
Right. Like I'm just out here trying to add a little extra freshness to my clothes and you had to put your hands on me. But as far as news stories, I don't know if it impacted me, but like I really want people to stop giving Jaguar right a platform. Maybe unpopular opinion. I don't know. But the reason why I want it to stop, I don't think the girl is lying for the most part. However,
I do think there's some mental health issues though.
correct.
Right.
And that's where I'm struggling with the people that keep giving the platform because it be given, I can't diagnose nobody, but it be given the people in the head be talking. I don't know. Something about it just gives there's third party involvement in the stories that we are receiving online. So like those people, I want them to be stopped because I feel like they're exploiting someone that may or may not be well. And I also am concerned because you're pissing off too many people. So in the event that you are next in line of the people that go missing, I don't think anyone would be overly concerned because you're doing a lot and not making it a good thing. Like
I thought she said that she did have mental health issues. I feel like I saw a segment or something where she mentioned that.
That's even more evil of those people to keep exploiting her for views and clicks because she just did the thing about Jill Scott and like it's been up and stuck for her and Jill for a long time because they used to be friends. And she was like, "You're a whore. You have all these STDs. Like, that's why your husband said he didn't want to have no kids with you because he saw how you treated your dog. And can you believe that so the dog, I guess, shit in one of her shoes, which I could understand how that would be upsetting. And it was like Jimmy Choo. It was an expensive shoe. And in retaliation, allegedly, according to Jaguar, Jill gave the dog to a family with 6 kids, and the dog is a rescue who is traumatized by children.
What the what?
I'm sorry.
Girl?
I'm sorry.
And she was like, yeah, that's why that man didn't want to have no kids with you. Because look at how you treat your dogs. You bitch, Jillian, I'll get you. Like, it's just be a lot of, and I
It
get it,
was,
like,
ooh, yeah.
it just be a lot of like, can I get an alleged? Can I get the something? Just so you know that there's possible ramifications.
Right.
Just
You didn't see what happened to that chick that Cardi
exactly.
sued
Tasha K, baby.
them because
Hmm.
It
all
ain't
you gotta
worth
do is
it.
throw allegedly in front of it. You might be all right.
Right.
You talking
Stars
about
are
you
like, you're not gonna
telling.
just say whatever you want. I'm gonna sue you. Cardi was like straight up, because Cardi got some beef with this other rapper, Bia, I think her
Yes.
name is.
Yes.
Hmm.
She was like, I will sue you. Like,
Right.
y'all not gonna be out here saying whatever y'all want
She's
about
like,
me.
I'm gonna bankrupt you and change your whole life, bitch. You're gonna have to go to Africa too and sell your
Fuck you punching.
house.
I'm not even punching nobody in the face, bitch. I'm just
I'm
gonna, your
ruining
whole
your
life is
whole life
over.
trajectory. You're
Like
gonna
I
be
just need
working when you're
people.
70.
Exactly. I need people to think about that. Like even like and with Jaguar, she been saying a lot of things about, you know,
Everybody.
yes, but I'm talking
Everybody.
about the Knowles Carter household
Him.
in
Him.
particular.
Ooh.
Right.
Did
And
he?
woof, and she
Oh,
said
we don't
something
say the name no
about
more, y'all. I don't know.
how, well, I'm not even talking about
Allegedly.
him. I'm
We're
talking
gonna say
about,
allegedly.
I don't want Beyonce to sue me, girl.
Oh, I'm
But
not
she
saying nothing about
said
her.
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
sorry.
Jaguar
I'm
was
not
talking
even,
about
this is a
some,
name.
oh, allegedly, Jay-Z has some lady that was pregnant around the same time as Blue Ivy and implying that the lady was unalived and that they were
Oh.
involved. Can we just take the microphone away, please?
Hmm.
Mm.
And you see, sometimes when you sprinkle in the truth a little bit, you be like, ooh, do I believe that or
Which part
not?
is true and which part
Right.
is
And again, I
not?
do not
And
think that the lady is lying mostly. That's all.
I hear
child,
you. I
when
hear
them
you.
things start coming out, you be like, what? Wicked. That's what they say, right? Wicked. What's your story, Anisha?
So, the good old Republicans, gotta love them.
Mm.
They blocked a bill to establish nationwide IVF protection in vitro fertilization in all states. And I think that, number one, I felt impacted because I actually did IVF, right? And so I was very grateful. Even though it did not work for me, I was still able to at least try to have a family. And so I think it's just unfair because you say you are pro-life, and so they're against abortions. But IVF is trying to bring life into the world. So what is your issue with that? It's very confusing, and I don't even think the Republicans know where they stand and where their stance is. So I think that's a news story that really impacted me because I think about what if I didn't even have a chance to try and what that would have felt like. At least I was offered a chance to try to have the family. Yes, it didn't work for me, but what about people who don't even get the chance? And so I just feel like the government should not have so much control of the lives of citizens, especially female ones. And so it's starting to really piss me off. I am grateful that, like, I am an older person. I don't have to worry about right to abortion, but that's not fair that I don't have to worry about it. I do think about all the other women behind me who do have to worry about it, especially in these red states. So I think that just the whole Democrat Republican war is draining. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like every day there's another issue, and there's another issue around women and our
Mhm.
rights. And I think it was Wisconsin, I believe it was, where now women can't get a divorce if they're pregnant. They're not allowed to divorce their husbands if they're pregnant.
Y'all
I'm
better
like,
get ready for
what?
that Handmaid's Tale. That shit
That's what this shit feels like.
Octavia tried to tell y'all. This shit
It
is
was
coming
coming.
true. It's prophetic. Read that book. I'm telling you. Parable of the
So
sower.
that is my news story. I'm just done with the Republicans and they bullshit.
Mm. All right, ladies. I need y'all to close y'all pussy lips up for the summer.
Oh Lord, you know it's a hot girl
Listen.
summer every summer.
Nah,
What
they
you
got
doing, Kim?
ringworm. They
And
got
wait, and
ring.
Megan is on tour, so you know it's real hot.
Listen,
It's like 100-degree hot
I
girl
want
summer.
you to have better discernment about what you put inside you. There's ringworm sexually transmitted
What
diseases.
type of shit is that?
Why are more diseases getting created and made? What is
They just don't want us
happening?
having sex.
Bitch, I'm
Yo,
tired. You got to ask about ringworms, gonorrhea. You're like, please, what's going on
how many
here?
questions do you have to have on this first, second, and third date?
This question is getting longer and longer. I needs to know. I don't know. Listen, it got me nervous. She like a ringworm. That's joint. You had a
And is
ring
it
for
a
a little
special test for that? So how do I know if I
bitch.
got, come on. People know to go and ask for syphilis and gonorrhea.
No.
We got all of those. But when the new shit happened, how do I
Yeah.
know? Should I ask for the new
Is it a
shit?
blood test? You like it looked like a little ring. What's
Right.
going
Like,
on?
what
So,
is it?
and you got to
Skin
incorporate that in
test?
there. So it's got me nervous. They just
You need a
talk about it.
magnifying glass when you meet somebody and y'all lay down and get
You like,
naked.
is that a
You're gonna bring
bump?
a magnifying glass out. Let me just check. What's
That's a
that?
bump. That looked like a bump.
Did
Tell
you
me
have
about
that
it.
since birth?
I like the lights on. Like, wait, what?
Ain't no more lights off having sex now. It's over. I
I'm
want to see
sorry.
everything.
I'm sorry.
You ain't tricking my
I'm gonna have to
ass.
throw some boric acid on you, put you on
Oh Lord.
fluorescent light or some shit. I don't know what the hell going on. Go
And
get
still
your
fuck you.
rose.
But I
Listen,
just want to make
listen.
sure everything is good.
Go get you a rose with an attachment. Safer this summer. Be safe.
Oh
Also,
Lord.
I have
I
to say,
can't.
listen, close the pussy lips up. That's me. That's all I could say.
All right,
So
ladies. You heard it here.
close up your pussy
Close them up.
lips. Shut-
Close up the shop.
Put a sign say close for the season. Go enjoy yourself. Go get your mimosa. So, okay. We're talking about Juneteenth, y'all, and we're exploring how celebrating Juneteenth helps us reconnect with our roots, strengthen our sense of identity and community, and overall well-being.
Come on, Kim.
Listen,
Juneteenth.
here's a little bit about it because it's still kind of new, right? Like, it is celebrated annually on June 19th to commemorate the ending of slavery in the United States. Also known as Jubilee, Emancipation Day, Freedom Day, Black Independence Day, and America's second Independence Day. Okay, July 4th. It's just a little holiday.
I don't
That's
know if
about
I
it.
heard about all of these.
That's what they call it. Juneteenth is considered the longest running African American holiday and was recognized as a federal holiday in 2021 by Genocide Joe. So,
Ooh.
red foods and drinks are traditional during the celebrations, including red velvet cake and strawberry soda. How y'all got strawberry soda in this bitch?
Well, why did you
With
say
red,
Kool-Aid?
and listen, red drink with red meant to represent resilience and joy. So I love that, right? People are going to be gathering at community events. The 19th is going to be lit, all of it, and connect to their roots and understand their history. Parks, picnics, street fairs, cookouts, and family reunions. And so I think this topic is resonating with me because I have a family reunion in Charlotte, North Carolina next month. And I have been planning it for the most part. Like, I'm the committees.
That's why she's stressed.
I'm the committees.
That first part she was
Listen,
talking about is coming from all of this.
I'm tired. I have personally reached out to every person that is attending. And when I tell you phone calls, emails, texts,
DMs,
people have been saying they coming and then they don't show up. You told me you got the hotel. I call the hotel. I don't see your name on the damn hotel. What you telling me going to, I'm done.
Lying to you.
Right. I have calls with all of them. The t-shirt designs. I've had too many t-shirt design conversations. The hall and park rental, pictures, hotel, dietary needs, you name it. So, but through that, right, I think I had to think about how to incorporate our family traditions, especially with food. Because if the food is off, they gonna crucify me.
Oh, you going down, kid.
I'll never be able to show my face at the family function again. So also how we acknowledge and honor the people who are no longer with us. Like, we're doing a really great poster board with all the photos of people not here. We're gonna have a moment.
Pour a little looking for the homies.
Yeah, we're gonna do it all. And I think also the overall experience, right? I want my family to have. I want people of all ages to connect. There's gonna be 6 months to late 70s present. And so how do we connect with one another, reconnect, learn more about each other, and spend time together? I think for me, that's just a really important aspect of what that is. And so, yeah, that's why I thought Juneteenth was a really good topic to pull in, because we're coming up on it. And we all got families, right? So anything you want to say about Juneteenth before we get into them questions?
I'm all for things becoming a federal holiday, but with that becomes a commercialization and a monetization of it, right? And Walmart going to be selling Juneteenth cups and plates and banners and streamers, shit like that. Takes away from it a bit. Right. And especially we know whoever's selling it, that money ain't coming to us. Right. Like some white people behind that and they making money off of it. So I think that's the part that bothers me. Yeah. My client was like, Ednesha, are you working on Juneteenth? It's a holiday. Girl, I work all holidays. You are we seeing each other or what? I said, well, now after you see me, you can go ahead and go out to your cookout. But yeah, we still got it our 11 o'clock. I'm still working. That ain't really changed nothing over here. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited about it. I haven't really been to a proper Juneteenth event, and I will be doing that this year. I mean, this is only the third year really we've really been celebrating, I would gather, because this all happened during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
They were
Yeah.
like, hey, we know that y'all keep seeing that y'all dying on TV. Holiday?
They taking
Healthcare.
DEI programs back, so they might be taking this back. And Virginia has decided to put all the racist people names back on the schools. So I don't know how much longer we got Juneteenth, y'all. So y'all better celebrate this year. It might be the last year. If Trump become president, he's just gonna be like, take that back.
How do you rescind this?
Shit.
Yeah. So go ahead, Marquia. We gonna say something?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I guess my first question is, why do you think it's important to understand and remember the history of Juneteenth?
People, I think, in Texas in particular are very familiar with it and well versed in it. But the rest of us, at least from my experience as a Northeastern Black person, it wasn't as publicized, it wasn't as talked about because we stopped at Emancipation Proclamation, right? Whereas like Juneteenth goes through to how the last slaves that were in Texas found out like a year later, like, hey, y'all niggas is free, right? Y'all didn't know that. Of course, like again, it's obviously a bigger thing in Texas because of that very personal tie. But I think that there's something to showing just like one, Lincoln's intentions may not have actually been noble, and it was more about weakening the South. Surprise, surprise. And two, the fact that they really were okay with just making sure, like, not niggas just being in the dark. They didn't care. The goal was not because they wanted Black people to be free. It was very clearly a strategic move, and niggas just happened to find out about it. So I'm happy that we're talking about it more and people are getting more insight and just understanding how much damage has been done by them people in America, and how we as Black folks can really just, learn more about our history and the importance and why it's so important to fight back for all these things and vote, because don't listen to Sexy Red, don't listen to Amber Rose. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Man, Sexy Red, you trumpet for Trump. Guy, yay, yay. Might have to take off my list.
I know.
Let me tell you something though. Also, when I was reading, I said Delaware and Kentucky came after Texas, which was wow. You're like, wait a minute, hold fast. It was more people?
Right. That's
y'all was staggering the freedom. What is happening right now?
And it was 250,000 people in the state of Texas that were slaves that didn't know they were free. 250,000, y'all.
Yo, listen.
That's a lot of fucking people.
That's the ultimate gaslight. Like, wait a minute. What do you mean? That's the ultimate playing in my face.
This is important because it feels like our country right now is especially trying to erase our history. They don't want us to know anything. So many states are taking AP African American history off. You know what I mean? They're not allowing it to be taught in high schools. And sooner or later, they're going to be trying to control what colleges are teaching as well. It's like they don't want us to know our history. And so for a long time, I had never even heard of Juneteenth. I'm not going to act like I did. And so again, there's these parts of our history that we were never taught. And if you don't go out and try and search for it, you're just not going to know. And now for our kids now, they definitely not going to be taught. So it's so important for parents to remain vigilant and be like, okay, I have to figure out what my history looks like so I can teach it to my child. And I can't wait for the school to do it, because school is not going to do it. School ain't never told me nothing about no Juneteenth. Never heard of it. Never in one story, nothing.
Well, but if the information is nowhere to be found, how much research can you do to get information?
Well, I think that there's information out there, but I also just think about the things that are taught in school, because that's where most of us get our learning. Let's be clear. There's other people who do research on their own, of course, but that's sometimes when you become a critical thinker. When you're in middle school, you just listen to what's being taught to you, right? That's it. And they're rewriting the history books. Yo, this shit is like real crazy, the shit that they got, especially Florida and places like that. They're saying that we weren't slaves, that we wanted to do it to work. I'm like, this shit is nuts.
It's a cultural exchange.
Looking at you, Texas and Florida, all y'all. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's also important because you have to know how your people have been treated, and it's just all part and parcel of the
history repeating.
The historic, yeah. Shit. And so I think that's really why it's important, because you're like, what he said, you can't trick me.
You can't. You can't.
But to know how hard it was for people back in the day, and then to know how hard it was fought for, and still people still didn't benefit from it because of laws or people who are obstructing, freedom is just really, I keep saying, diabolical. So do you think that celebrating Juneteenth can help people feel more connected to their cultural heritage?
I do, because I feel like you're going to learn so much because the people who are out here at these events celebrating Juneteenth is because they are aware of the history. And I feel like they want to know more. And so I think being around people like this, maybe that will help you to want to know more, or you can just learn more. And also, it's nothing like when Black people get together. That feeling is unmatched. Listen, I can't speak for any other culture, but I know the feeling that I get when I'm around a bunch of Black people. That shit is like unspeakable joy. For me personally, I feel so connected to Black people when we are out in the world and we have our traditions. The way that we talk different, the way that we dance, the way that we laugh, all of those things, that connection that I feel, I can't wait to have some type of Juneteenth celebration or be a part of one. And I'm going to feel connected to my Blackness.
How about you, Marquia?
Possibly. I think that Black people are also as lovely as we can be. We can also be pretty fucking terrible. Have you ever tried to learn how to play spades and you don't know how to play it? I'm just saying. So
Well, you know what? Yes, because these are shit that you just supposed to know by now,
but you
Marquia.
see how you're responding? Now imagine if someone went to a Juneteenth
in my
event.
voice, y'all.
Right.
Let me tell y'all.
But imagine being a Black person that's like, hey y'all, I only went to school with white people and I'm at your Juneteenth celebration and you getting roasted.
Well, no, somebody gonna be like, baby, come here. Let me teach you.
No, they not.
Thank you, Kim.
No, they not. They're going to roast your ass.
Some auntie going to take you to the side and be like, who else don't know? Come on, all y'all don't know.
Let me stop you. That's never happened.
That's not real.
Player.
Why are you lying?
That's never happened. That's never happened.
Now, I ain't say you can play with me.
Wait.
I said I would teach you. That's two different things.
Do you play spades? Do you play spades?
Yes.
Do you play it enough where you've seen that happen? Tell me if you've seen it
happen. But I don't think anybody has ever asked for some help.
That's not true. I've literally asked people to teach me how to play spades, and they've been like, no, because it's going to piss me off.
What are you asking, though? Like, when the game is going on? What's up?
That shit sound like
it doesn't matter when you ask. It don't matter when you ask. Niggas is rude.
This is with all the respect in the world, okay? I just want you to know, but I'm going to say it. You should have got you some motherfucking lessons by now, even if you had to pay for some lessons. This is just a part of you being Black.
But thank you so much for proving my point about will this.
I'm going to agree with Marquia on this one. That was very aggressive and like, fuck out of here. I see that, Marquia. And I've never seen anyone offer to teach anyone spades. I've only seen people get roasted. And you haven't either. And so that was a hypothesis.
Right.
Let's just put that out there. You were trying to get the kumbaya, but you never seen it.
And then was not able to model it as well. So there is my answer. It is possible, but Black people, we are very harsh people at times.
Oh, you ain't got no rhythm? Oh.
So, right. Now you out here trying to do the Tamia dance and niggas is like, you still don't know?
Can you jump double dutch? Hello?
See, no, exactly. Exactly. So
I can't either. You know.
It's possible, but I think you have to go through the hazing and the roasting period beforehand.
I can't braid hair either. I got a lot of shit I got with me.
But you had spades. That's why she held on so tight to spades. That's why she held on so tight.
You damn straight.
Buddy. Like,
but Thanksgiving, I'd be like, Mommy, can you make some lasagna? She'd be like, what?
Get out of here. See,
I don't want no collard greens and no smothered something. I don't want that, Mom.
When I think about like how some of the celebrations have been happening, there's drumming, there's readings. People are really just, maybe they're twerking, they're doing it all. They're taking
it back to the African roots. They
got African American
roots, a little bit of everything.
They're just really, I think there's a celebration aspect of it, right? That helps you, connect to your cultural heritage. Because I think that's how we got through things. And I really hate people like, niggas, all they know how to do is dance, but it's like, guess what, mother? What you want them to do? suffer, because damn, they didn't have access to stuff. We didn't have access to those kind of things, right? So let them have their little joy and maybe some Delulu. I don't know, but give it.
Some
They not bothering you.
Delulu. Come on, Kim.
They
Gen
not
Alpha
bothering you.
with the Delulu.
Listen, that's all I'll say. I mean, do you think Juneteenth gatherings can impact our mental health and sense of belonging, right? Like we all together doing all those things.
Possibly, but as evidence in the last segment, you may also walk away questioning your blackness. Who knows?
You was questioning your blackness before you came. That's
see,
don't be blaming
black
on
people.
No Juneteenth.
See, black people.
You steady proving it though. I really need you to hear yourself.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I love it.
Maybe I was adopted by white people, and maybe I'm just learning my blackness, and now I get to the thing, and y'all like, "What you doing here, nigga?" Like, wait. I just want to be connected to my culture.
Everybody be mad at us because we dancing and we smiling and we got jokes. But I remember this quote by James Baldwin. He said, "To be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious is to be in a rage almost all the time." Y'all motherfuckers better be glad we not in a rage. So you know what? Let me laugh. Let me smile. Let me dance. Let me have a good time. Because life is hard.
It is. And apparently you're going to make it harder for whoever's trying to go and enjoy these.
Now listen, go ahead and go over there and dance. Go play the drums. Don't come over here and play cards. That's all.
But what if I'm dancing and now y'all like, damn girl, you don't know the electric slide? This is crazy. You know what I mean? Like
I've seen people who be doing out of step. You like, what you do? I'll be like, 1, 2, 3. I pull them 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Front,
I'll be
back,
like, when I'm doing the wobble, I'm like, forward, back. Left.
Listen, it be somebody there with a whistle. They be getting together.
Like 18 different line dances. That new Tamia one, y'all can keep that shit. I can't do that one at all. That one got like 12 steps to it. I'm good.
Yes.
I just learned the Afro beats joint. I can do that one. I can hit that one hard.
Not Jerusalem.
Oh, that's the one. That's what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I know how to do it though. When it come on, I be like, I'm out. I got this one, y'all.
Lord.
Child, that one is so easy.
That's funny. That's so
don't matter, okay? I can do it. All right.
She said, finally, I could get in with him. That's it. Look, you know what? I think it's also something about being outside. This is like the time of year, right? It's warm out.
You seeing
people
you
be
seeing
outside.
Black men with
they
beards.
were outside this weekend. You already know this is, it's also, I think, the start of summer, like the solstice. So it just feels like a really great time for, people to get outside. And then I think it does help, my mental health for sure. And it's like, see all these people come from, where y'all been at? I've been walking the streets, been outside, I didn't see y'all. Now it's a bunch of people here. Where y'all came from?
Men got their thighs out. What's the name of the little shorts they wear? What they call
Hoochie Daddy shorts.
The Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Yes.
I'm ready. Little 5-inch, 6-inch
Listen,
joints.
they got their waist beads on and they long skirts and they coming to party and get together. I love it.
You got the Jesus Walk sandals on. We out here.
All right. You got all different kinds of folks. You can find your tribe at these kind of things because it brings people together. And when I tell you Harlem, Brooklyn, everywhere, they're just going to be all the festivals. They're coming.
So do y'all got some good stuff upstate, Marquia?
For what?
For Juneteenth. What we think we talking about right now?
Well, you was asking. We were talking about Black as a whole. Y'all talking about outside.
Well,
y'all talking about New York City summer.
Well, I mean, Juneteenth is the 19th. It's gonna be hot.
Yeah. They're having some stuff up here.
Okay. The only thing is, white people gonna want to come, and then what's worse is the ones who are. They be trying to show us up. Been going to that class all winter. Nobody want to see that hip hop class you been at all winter, bitch. Nobody want to see you out here.
You informed today. You're informed.
Okay, sorry, y'all. That was too much.
You was having a moment.
It sounds very triggering. Did she outdance you? Is that what happened? So tell us more about her. What was her name? What happened?
I've been seeing these videos online. I be like, damn.
It's just not fair. That's what you feel.
I don't got it like that.
I see.
Said, God damn.
I got a bad knee, so I can't go to the hip hop class.
That's it. You gotta sit that one out, sis.
I don't got no Megan knees. I got them Tootsie Roll knees. I can't go that low. That's all I'm saying.
I'm done. So I guess, right, how can celebrating Juneteenth be a form of resistance and healing for Black communities, Black women, anybody?
Well, I think with everything that's going on right now, right? Like we talked about education systems trying to do a lot of erasure of Black and brown history and experiences. And I think just forcing people to acknowledge that like these are not made up things. These are not things that we just tell each other. Like, girl, remember that one time when Black people were slaves? Fun times. These are actual historical things that happen. They need to be looked at, celebrated, thought of, remembered so that we don't continue to make these awful steps backwards that we clearly see are happening every day
Mm,
that we open our phones. So yeah, I definitely think it's a great way to kind of put people in people's faces like we are real people with real experiences and real stories and a real history. And just because y'all don't want to acknowledge it because it makes you feel bad or hurt your feelings, people were unalived, but whole taken out in the name of ethnic cleansing, for lack of a better word, if we want to be
yeah.
technical. So, it definitely is a form of resistance to be like, and we still happy. And I think that that's our joy is the biggest resistance because, it just,
Hmm.
they be really trying to take us down. And I know it must be so frustrating to be like, damn, we gave y'all nothing. And yet every time y'all
Y'all made
just,
Gave y'all
something.
it
Shit.
be
nothing,
lit.
right? Gave y'all
And
nothing.
it be lit. And I still want to be over there and see what y'all are doing.
Because
Oh,
what is America without our culture? Like legit, our culture has
salt and pepper.
infiltrated everything. Everywhere we go.
Guilty feet have got no
No reason,
rhythm.
right? Okay.
You go to any
Ah.
basketball game, football, any sporting event, any event, it's our music. It's our
That's
culture
that.
is being felt everywhere
Oh,
in
yeah.
this country. I think just being black is a form of resistance, right? Y'all can't hold us down.
And
As
no,
much
oh,
as
nope,
y'all
can't do that
try,
one. I was
Mm.
gonna sing a little song, but never
Don't do
ain't
that
mind.
nobody
one,
help. Wait,
please.
Oh, no, no, no. Whew.
wait,
Oh
what
no.
happened?
It was almost a bad boy song, and I had to run that
Oh no, I was
run
gonna do
that
another
back.
one. Can't nobody take my stride.
That's the
That's
one.
what I
What?
was about, and I said, oh no.
Don't get
I
50
gotta
over
take you
here.
for a
50 Cent will
movie.
come and get
God
us.
damn it,
Don't have 50
Puffy.
come after us.
You know how much you're gonna take away from me? Good Lord. Okay, I'm all right. I just need some time,
We
y'all. I
about to
just
be
need some
on
time.
Mozart and
Okay.
Beethoven in a little
Oh,
bit. The way
right,
these
like yo.
the way these artists doing smooth
Yeah, like
jazz
y'all.
only.
Good Lord, where's the
And with
music from the
that,
90s is coming from?
bad boy, baby. Like I was listening to Honey the other day,
Mm,
the remix,
And the
and
damn.
I
bad boy is on me.
said,
Damn
"Yikes."
it. Damn
Mm.
it. You see how we get off track, y'all? Damn it.
Let's get back.
Okay. So, being black is a form of resistance in this country right now, especially. And I think, again, like you said, our joy is a form of resistance. And I think that there are a population of people that are happy with black poverty, violence, crime, all of the negative shit. And so when we get together and there's something that's very positive and we are loving on each other and we are bringing joy to one another, I think that's hard for some people to see. And so we have to keep showing that to the world because predominantly that's what we are. That's just not what makes the news at 11 o'clock. Let's be
Mm-hmm.
clear. So Pookie and them make the news at 11 o'clock.
Mm.
But a beautiful Juneteenth, celebration, that might not make the news.
Oh, they
So
might
I
be. They
think,
was
yeah,
talking about Tompkins, and they was canceling that, and that was definitely
Tompkins Square
George.
Park.
Yeah,
Um,
they canceled the rest of it. That was wild. Oh, you trying to stop the gatherings?
Wait, what
Let's see
happened?
what's going. Tompkins Square Park in Brooklyn. They had a little weekend thing the last two
Oh no,
weekends.
I wanted to
Girl,
go.
people was flying from the UK in there. You like what you doing? They was calling it a block party, and that's not what they were supposed to call it afterwards. And so shut it down. Yeah, I think when you have those numbers of people, you just see that like a sea of faces. Oh, look at Charlie like me. And it just feels good. Like there's healing in that, right? Like just
it's safety
everything
in
that I'm
that.
encountering is familiar to me
Mm-hmm.
and I know what to expect from it. But like you said, it's just community and it's connecting, like I dance with strangers at things like that. You saw you the beat, oh, let's go dance. Oh, okay. You know the words, you start seeing somebody turn up, like, let me go over there party. I think that's just really an important aspect of gathering and celebrating, right? Despite the ugly, we
Right.
can still be together in spite of it. So how can reflecting on our personal and collective journeys during Juneteenth contribute to our mental well-being?
I think it's so important sometimes to tell your story. And I think that to tell your story to someone else, because you never know who your story might resonate with, right? And so taking that time to kind of reflect on your story and where you've come from. And if you think about, they always say we're our ancestors' wildest dreams, or all those who were enslaved, who would have known that Black people get to live the way that we live now. Let's be clear, not all of us live a great life, right? But we are free. We have freedom of choice, and we have abundance of joy, and we have each other. And so I think that just kind of reflecting on that and knowing where my people have come from and where I am now makes me feel very good about who I am and where I'm going. And so I think that that's helpful for my mental well-being to know, to feel good about where I'm going in this life.
Okay. Marquia.
I don't have an answer in the moment.
Okay.
Because I think sometimes, because I think that with like in the reflecting, in the choosing to celebrate, there is still this overarching, like, we still live in this reality though. So there is a layer of sadness to it. And like we are fortunate to be here. But also lately, especially with everything is given, they running the clock back. It's like, so what was the point?
Like, y'all overcome? Can I sing
Did
that one
we
day? No.
well, it's more so, right? We
Really?
fought to be quote unquote seen as equals. And in that fight, it has only incensed the other side more for
Let's not
whatever
talk about all the
reason.
massacres.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like for whatever
motherfuckers.
reason. Is it beneficial? I don't know. I guess adding fire fuel to the fire, but aren't we also talking about how Black people are tired of like constantly having to fight and like do all the things?
Yes.
So I don't know.
Right. I think that's a very valid point because people are exhausted, like exhausted from doing this. You got people who've been in all kinds of movements and things, and they're like, damn, this shit is the same. I felt like one step forward, three steps back. And so I think you've got a lot of exhaustion, from
Right.
folks in doing the work. How we talk about at Black Woman Be Whole, right? As a Black woman, Black women gathering, we know that we have commonality in things. And sometimes there is strength in kind of like knowing that there's stories that people can tell or things that people can share to let other people know maybe that there's life after whatever thing has happened, or there's a future for those who choose to see it that way. Because there are
Right.
those for whom like the reality is the reality, and fuck trying to be kumbaya, motherfucker. This shit is terrible. And honoring that too, because that is a reality. And so I think having a group of people that I kind of know went through some of the things I did doesn't make me feel alone. Most Black women, we have our stories is too damn, plenty and the same.
Right.
And how do we support one another in our collective journey,
Right.
showing up for each other? And you won't know that if I didn't tell you I had that, right? We don't know who we're looking at. We don't
Right.
know what they've been through. And a lot of times people don't say it because of what shame or whatever, or
Right.
they just, they're too wounded. And so I think sometimes the collective journey gets kickstarted with their personal journey.
Mhm.
So you want to come talk about your mama and your mama issues? Come on over here. I got those.
Your
You want to
daddy
talk
issue,
about
your
your
sister
fit?
issue.
Yeah, you want to talk about how these motherfuckers be on my back like I'm an armadillo, bitch? Come over
What the?
here. You know what the
I'm
little
That's a new
armadillos
one.
be hanging
I'm
on you?
screaming at
That's a new
armadillo,
one.
girl.
You ever see that shit with all the
Oh Lord.
armadillos hanging on that one big one? Like, come on, get the fuck off
We
me.
shall
I'm tired.
overcome one day.
Listen, that Black woman story, baby, hard.
It is
So
a thing.
it is. So, what are some ways that we can keep the connection, the community, and sense of belonging and overall well-being if we choose to?
I think define what experience you're trying to have, right? Why are we connecting? What are we doing? And just trying to be clear on the goal, and then I think catering the experience to that. Oftentimes we just get together, right? And it's like we just kicking it, and then we reflecting on shit, and then not everybody said.
Mm,
So what is the goal? Are we trying to start an initiative? Are we trying to do a thing, create a project? Are we just trying to honor whomever? You know what I mean? Like I think identify that first and then have the
mm.
experience you want to have. So I think sometimes Black folks, we just be kicking it and it just,
Like we didn't do nothing. What
right now we've been
happened?
out for 12 hours. What was the point?
We
My
had an
bank account,
experience. That's what we
right?
did. Like
Maybe it's
we
just
made
the
memories.
right. Maybe I needed to be away from all my problems, and thank you for that.
Right.
But
Maybe
you
I
know,
needed to connect.
listen, I want to start a susu. Holla at me. I need to get this financial armadillo burden off my back.
The
For real.
armadillo is taking me down.
It's real.
So you're asking us like, how do we connect and have like sense of belonging?
What are some ways that we can keep the connection, the community, the
Okay.
sense of belonging, and overall well-being?
See, that's why I said
Okay.
start with
Pick
an
your
agenda.
poison,
That's why I said
girl.
start
Pick
with an
your
agenda.
poison. Pick
Okay.
some.
So I think that you could participate in different cultural practices, right? Like a Juneteenth celebration, because that's right now. Right? You could do like a Kwanzaa. We can kind of prepare traditional foods with each other. There's traditional dance and music that we can all kind of come together to do. So I think cultural practices become really important. We can start reclaiming our traditions. So in my family, we now have a tradition of going on family vacations together to spend time together. We spend every Christmas together. So you may be able to just reintroduce and practice some type of family tradition or create new ones that honor your heritage. And you don't have to just do it with your family. You can do it with your friends. When we meet people, we figure out in what way are we connected. And maybe we can kind of now we can have some traditions based on the ways in which we are connected to each other. So I think that could be really cool. Um,
I like it. I like it.
and let me tell you something. I love old people. Let me just kind of put that out there. Now, you know, old people, they kind of mean sometimes, but not all of them. But I think that you can connect with the elders, connect or reconnect with the elders. Spend some time with older family members and community elders, learning more about your history, sharing stories, understanding what it was like to live back in the 50s, the 40s, the 60s, whenever. I think you learn so much more about history. My dad is 84, and just hearing some of his stories sometimes is just like, wow. And so just grateful to be able to um kind of understand where we come from as a people. So I think that could be really good too. I love me some old people.
All right. I love it. Listen, y'all, engaging with art and literature, that's my shit. I hit a museum, read a book. I think you can learn a lot about the world by reading, through different lenses.
Hmm.
Like I said, Baldwin, Butler, Morrison, all of them, Bell, Hooks, they all been here before. Like we do
Hmm.
have pathways to figuring out how to do these things, right? Art. I'm going to Brooklyn to go see the Dean collection because I can't wait. Like, you know, art is a beautiful thing and it tells stories and it expresses so much. I saw an art exhibit with Kara Walker when I went to
Hmm.
London. That shit was so powerful. Brought me into like those moments that she was creating. So I'm an art and literature woman. I likes it a
Okay.
lot. Yeah, I think, how do we practice self-care? Hey, listen, self-care for me is getting outside in that sun, letting all those troubles go away. I turn my phone off, don't bother me. Like, I just want to be present in the moment. I want to eat some food, listen to some different music. That's my self-care. And then go home when I'm tired. And
Hmm.
so I think figuring out what the self-care looks like for you. Because guess what? People who have identity, racial trauma, historical trauma, like we need space from that. And some of these things are really important for us to do to help us, create world build. I like to call it world building. And then lastly, consider some therapy because
Come on. Come
some
on. Come
shit
see
you could be
us.
mad. There are people who just I'm mad about life. I always tell people I default to anger, and I think sometimes,
People are so
um,
afraid to show that emotion.
right,
Yeah, come talk to
right.
somebody.
Right. But also, as Marquia said, the reality, am I being taught how to just manage it or, fuck it
Hmm.
and help a sister out? But I think that's really important, some of those tools. Looking forward to seeing y'all at the Juneteenth festivals. Looking forward
Come
to y'all
on.
pictures. Y'all better get outside, melanin, go get you some vitamin
That
D.
vitamin D,
That'll
baby.
that'll help you a little bit.
Not the ringworm kind though.
Ooh,
Oh,
Mm.
well, thank you, ladies, for joining me for this important conversation about Juneteenth. I've learned a
yes,
lot,
yes, yes.
and I hope others will as well. And, hopefully, down the road, Juneteenth will be as big and and knowledgeable for everyone as more and more people come to understand the impact and its importance.
There you go. Come on.
Okay, y'all.
Come
Let's
through with
say
the
bye.
education.
Let's say goodbye now.
Bye, y'all.
Bye,
We see y'all next
y'all.
time.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Black Women Be Whole podcast. If you want to keep up with what we're doing, you can find us on Instagram at Black Women Be Whole, on Facebook at Black Women Be Whole. You can even go to our website, blackwomenbewhole.com, where you can join our mailing list and you can find out what we're doing as far as events, where we'll be, if we're vending. You can also get a heads up on any information about upcoming podcasts and any product releases we're having. We appreciate you, sis. We'll see you next time.